Alright, what's up guys? So let's play Starfield for an 1 hour. Alive. Yep. Right.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
The hell do you want? If you're here to report a crime,
Okay, be right back.
keep ignoring me and I'll drag your ass in. You hear me?
First time I heard a security agency being booked.
Then it's your first time being in Neon. Right now, I'm dealing with a stabbing in Ebside, a junkie ready to toss himself off the platform, 2 robberies, and a stripped spaceship. So unless you're here to tell me that the trade tower is about to fall into the ocean, it can probably wait, right?
The trade tower is about to fall into the ocean.
Why don't you cut the crap, okay? If you're deliberately trying to waste my time, I have no problem throwing you into one of our cells.
Well, this has been enlightening. Explains a great deal about Neon. Thank you for your time, officer.
Look, you've already wasted too much of my time. So why don't you take off and deal with your problems on your own?
You willing to talk to me or what?
I don't know. You willing to pay me or what?
Fine, here.
Hey, look at that. My schedule just cleared up. I actually have plenty of time to talk. Amazing. What do you want?
So what's the deal with Administrator Bayou?
Neon is Bayou's house. Nothing happens in the city without his blessing. Doesn't matter if you're a sewer rat or a millionaire, you answer to him just the same. And you better answer with cash, or he won't lift a finger. Screw with a guy or try to complain to a higher authority, and I can personally promise to you that he'll make you disappear. But If you're pulling in cash and you're smart enough to let him shave a little off the top, he'll look the other way.
Is Neon security the law around here?
Sorry, I've heard Neon security called a lot of things, but never the law. I guess you could say we enforce the rules just enough to keep the city from falling apart. But we're really here as Bayou's private army. You can find the Freestar Rangers in the city, but they're smart enough to keep their heads down and their hands clean. If you're looking for law and order, you're not gonna find it in Neon.
Is Aurora important to the city?
Important? Aurora is the lifeblood of Neon, and anyone that disagrees is either delusional or a liar. Bayou is literally pulling gold out of the sea. He's got everyone hooked on the stuff and has a stranglehold on the prices. Man's a genius. He actually had enough clout to convince the entire Freestar Collective that a highly addictive narcotic can be legalized. And between you and me, I don't even touch the stuff. But I'll be damned if I don't enjoy the money it brings in. All right, move on.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
All right. Let's do the business.
This better not be a waste of my time. You need to move some merch. This is the place.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in this side star.
Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate.
The custom mods on that pistol aren't cheap. It was improved recoil and fire rate.
Ha! Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. All right, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it.
Okay, let's do some business.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, he has no money.
If you find anything else, make sure you bring it to me.
All right.
You see any heat? Got off. Don't make my job any harder.
Your credits work for you.
What is
Then
it?
jump on over to Neon and apply in person at
Private sector. That's
Neon is for indulgence and decadence. If you are free soon, could we talk? Yes, you need me? Never would I have imagined to encounter something like the Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions.
You shouldn't be that surprised. Space is so vast, it must be full of things we couldn't imagine.
I suppose this proves that idea succinctly. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone.
They're clearly trying to scare us away from something.
If so, what would that be? Clearly, the Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found. Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand.
If we keep going, I suspect we're going to run into the Starborn again.
Yes. Given our first interaction with them, that seems likely. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even. We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do.
Right?
What they say, for every 5 credits Benjamin Bayou spent on Neon, 4 went to the Astral Lounge.
Alright. I sold the merchandise to the Trade Authority.
Then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Neon. May we live in interesting times.
haven't seen the beach in a while.
Okay, let's go to the Yannick.
Gelbank ATMs are spread throughout the
Noted.
I've been applying to
You'll
this
the rarefied air of experience.
And hone those corporate skills. Ryujin is hiring the best today.
Tactical. Let's check it out.
I bet. Thanks for helping me clean up Help yourself.
Alright. Let's sell some things. Oh, this looks awesome. Well, I'm gonna leave it in my inventory. How's Styx doing?
Have a look for yourself. He's never looked better. Had the paint cleaned up, some things smoothed out of his chassis, and even upgraded his firmware. All thanks to you. Look, I know it's ridiculous to be this excited about having that big old tin can around, but he's still the only friend I've got. Come to think of it, after you took the time to help me, I'd say I've made a new friend. And you're welcome here anytime. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Kazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, I didn't.
We have everything you.
I had to check. Hey there. Welcome to Newell. Sure.
Okay, that's it.
Tell everyone you know about our store.
Right?
Hey there, friend. Need something? That's right.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Yannick?
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Good. Go work another shift.
What's up?
Okay, let's do this first. Website. I can actually see them in the sea. Interesting.
Don't you have something better to do?
does your scanner reveal?
Okay, let's try something. Quick saving. Okay, cannot see any more fish.
Oh, the whole place smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
Ouch.
One batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete.
If I have to eat one more tube of trawl for lunch, I'm gonna puke.
1 minute starting now.
Something for personal use or for sale?
Assembly complete. Craft
I'd rather be cleaning fish than running with a street gang.
She's complete.
Ah, here we go.
All those years of college? Totally paying off. Nice to see you again. Oh no, I happened to transmit some coordinates to you. My bad. I wonder what's over there.
I may head to go check it out.
I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
Yeah.
Days are too short.
Can't. Okay, there's no new fish.
You know, I tried Aurora once. I did not enjoy the experience.
Just another loud. You keep this up, and we will both be living large.
All right. Okay, all the activities I done in here. Now, yeah, let's check here.
You looking to get zoned?
Zone?
Yeah, you know, dusted, blazed, frosted, high. If you aren't here to buy some Aurora, then what the heck do you want?
I'm looking for you.
Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Who said no one's taking you seriously?
Come on,
Taking
give
you
me a
seriously.
break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult.
Let's cut the crap and get to work.
Are you serious? You're just gonna completely blow me off like that. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
He has certainly earned quite a reputation. Neon is proof of it.
If you don't want to piss Delgado by complaining, that's on. If you want to piss Delgado by complaining, that's on you.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
What exactly is the power core?
Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable.
Where is the underbelly?
Beneath your feet, genius. It's the lowest level of Neon. Generdyne and Xenofresh are down there, along with some of the finest cuisine in the city.
What kind of facility are we talking about?
I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city.
That sounds easy enough.
Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Why should I bother doing this for you?
The elevator doesn't exactly go to the top floor in that head of yours, does it? Everything in the Crimson Fleet is accomplished through a decent helping of give and take. As in, I'm not going to give you the information to get your precious data unless you take this virus and upload it like I asked.
Delgado never mentioned anything about the virus.
That's because you're planning it for me as a favor. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own.
This high-speed wireless data collection siphon should make the job cinch.
It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
There's gonna be a catch.
The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, She's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
What's Brayson Bayou's story?
Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician, yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give them more on a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight.
Anything I need to know about Ayumi Komiko?
Businesswoman, tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants.
Can you give me the lowdown on Euphorica?
Pretty laid-back club over in Ebside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course, but rumor says it's way less than he usually takes. No one knows why.
Can you tell me anything useful about Generdyne?
Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli, where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years.
What's the conduction grid?
It's that hideous canopy over the center of the city that keeps the rich folks dry. Some folks around here call it the span. I think it's a massive eyesore, like some sort of a modern art piece gone haywire. You can't miss it. Just poke your head outside and look up.
I assume the city has been loaning them credits to keep afloat.
Loaning them credits? No, that's not how things work around here. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit?
People have no alternatives for receiving power?
Not a single one. In fact, there are no legal alternatives for anything in this godforsaken city. The only thing people can do is deal with the bullshit and try to get on with their miserable lives. But let's get back to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne?
The Rugin Corporation.
Not even close. The answer you were looking for isn't another corporation. It's a person. It's good old Benny Bayou. That son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie in this sorry excuse for a city. Generdyne's no different. All off the books, of course. How the hell do you think Brayson Bayou got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good looks or smarts, I can promise you that.
Alright.
Watch your step. Benjamin Bayou has eyes everywhere.
I'm not in the mood.
Let's quick save.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the conduction grid?
See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
A tour would have been nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
Why are you being so open with this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
I would have expected this company to be making a fortune.
Wish that was the case. Fact of the matter is, we're barely treading water. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Are you in charge around here?
Unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around.
The conduction grid is Generdyne's only product?
No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. Generdyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever, or worse.
Alright. Alright. Okay, should be alive. Alright, check something out. Check, alright, check something out. Check, alright, check something out. Check, alright. 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 Now let's see the audio option. Device. Is it working audio? Now let's see the audio option. Device. Is it working audio? Yep. Okay. Got that solved. So let's continue. Sounds like you need a new person in charge of R&D.
You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
Why do you care so much what happened to Genardine?
I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Genardine goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
How did Bryson get the job in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? Administrator Bayou clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action.
You have to man up and fire the guy.
I actually need our CEO's approval for that. And so far, it's been denied. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
What exactly does the report say?
It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genadine as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
Alright. If you're worried about this company, then send the report to Administrator Bayou.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Why aren't the conduction grid in every major city?
That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly simple. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. Genadine has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced.
Can you tell me how conduction grid works?
The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power.
Where did Genardine get its starts?
Genadine was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. That was Genadine's first and last major success.
And if I ask you some question about
I
Ayumi
hope
Kumiko?
I haven't, as long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away.
Do you suspect that she involved in anything illegal?
Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this. Look. Hope to see you again soon.
Okay, let's quick save.
Hello. It's good. As long as it doesn't get... We're done talking about that. It was great speaking with you.
No, I actually failed. Let's try to skip this conversation and try to persuade him. Come on, come on.
Yeah, what? Let me save you some. See that big yellow sides looking like? Well, like I said, look, I'm afraid. Why? It's do or die. Wish that was the case. The conduction grid, at this point, Unfortunately, one step above. No, of course not. Genadine needs to... You'd think... The problem is that... I swear to you. I can give you one... If Genadine... My position... Isn't it obvious? I actually need ours. Look, I have a full... What do you think I should do? It describes my I'm also including... I'm praying someone is You know what? Hey, look, if there's anything else... That's an excellent... The conduction grid. Genadine has all... The span above the... When a lightning the energy is... At this point... Genadine was found, working from her... That was Genadine. Thanks for taking the time to talk. Genadine Industries, well, as long as it doesn't get me. Whoa. You're just annoying enough that this... Not happening. Come on. I'm trying to help here. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
If you're so nervous about being involved, why are you allowing me into her safe?
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
Do you enjoy working under her?
She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down.
How long has she been your boss?
I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think.
That's all I want to ask for now.
Sure, no problem. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Scram, I'm on duty.
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Okay, let's check it out.
Alright, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician?
I'd choose your next words very carefully, Miss Komiko. Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff, I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profit soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Brayson like that again, well, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences.
Alright.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the techniques of ancient Earth. You live in the rarefied air above the scum and
Actually, need to go here. Go.
Plenty of space in the members' lounge today.
I'm looking for Ayumi Komiko.
You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
Why do you care so much about Ayumi?
Not that it's any of your business, but we're very close. We're in love. I refuse to let anything bad happen to her, no matter how much trouble she's gotten herself into.
I have some documents for her to sign.
Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
I suspect I would enjoy the attempt much more than you would.
How much is this going to cost me?
Oh my god. You're offering me money to betray? Look,
Who's going to throw me out?
when I need the trash taken out, I call the strikers. They take care of the garbage around here. So unless you want to deal with the toughest gang in Ebside, I'd suggest you leave. Now.
I'm no debt collector. I'm from the Crimson Fleet.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out. But, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you. And I'm not changing my mind about that. Excellent. Please let us know. Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
Those chimeras really back a bunch.
Care for some Aurora? Hello there. On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
Is it illegal to... Is it illegal to purchase Aurora here?
Don't concern yourself. You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal.
Nothing for me right now, thanks.
Of course. No purchases are required. You're more than welcome to simply relax, absorb the energy, and center yourself. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime.
Can you tell me anything about Ayumi Komiko?
Miss Komiko is a dangerous person who's involved herself in illicit activities and associates with known criminals. She's clearly using Micah for her own nefarious purposes. Nothing would make me feel more relieved than their relationship coming to an end.
How do you know Komiko is involved in illicit activities?
It doesn't take a genius to deduce that there's some sort of illegal activity going on involving Miss Komiko and Benjamin Bayou. They've met down here in the members' lounge on more than one occasion, and frankly, they don't even attempt to be discreet about the discussions. I overheard them arguing about electrical components, delivery dates, and huge amounts of credits being split between them.
Well, with any luck, you'll be rid of Komiko very soon. How much do you know about Komiko and Micah relationship?
They met about a year ago, when Miss Komiko visited Euphorica to purchase some Aurora. At first, they seemed very happy together, but recently, Miss Komiko's become more abrasive, and the two have been a bit distant from one another. Micah thinks they're in love, but I'm concerned that she's becoming a pawn in Miss Komiko's criminal activities. I can't bear to see Micah's heart be led astray. I trust one day she'll find a woman who will give her the love and respect that she deserves.
Well, with any luck, you'll be rid of Komiko very soon.
Oh my goodness! I trust I haven't convinced you to kill her? That's not what I meant at all. All I want is for her to be out of Micah's life, presumably by getting as far away from Neon as possible.
How did you end up here, Caillou?
Begging your pardon. I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own. No offense intended.
I can respect that.
Thank you. Let me know if I can help in any other way. Absolute. Peace, solace, and serenity be with you.
Okay guys, thanks for watching for now. I have some work to do and yeah, see you next time.